Good evening, hockey fans. This is the Blackfoot Live. We're going to be starting a GM mode tonight with the Tampa Bay Lightning. I know that last year in the playoffs with their Eastern Conference Championship and their Stanley Cup final run, they are considered to be a better than average team. But I feel like they could still use some work down the stretch, especially with the whole Jonathan Drouin thing going on. We're going to take the Tampa Bay Lightning as their organization and go forward from there. I actually named the GM Mr. Yzerman, so we're going to try and get the whole 9 yards here. Rules and settings real quick. Let's just go through this fantasy draft off. Blah 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 blah. 25 years, all-star, superstar, simulation, 4-minute period length, medium. Let's go to hard. Quick settings. All right, advanced settings. Assistant coach, authentic, auto rotate goalies. Let's just leave that on for now. We'll see how that works out for us. Okay. We're gonna start the career. Keep the salary cap on. That's okay. Just makes it a little bit harder for us. This is my first GM mode, so I could use some pointers from experienced general managers. Other than that, let's get this puppy rolling as soon as this game decides to load. Alright, here we go. First preseason game against the Toronto Maple Leafs in Toronto. Home of Steven Stamkos. 75% locker room chemistry. I do understand that that's a huge part in this year's GM mode. I'm definitely going to keep an eye on that. No updates, nothing's happening. This is the very first day. No player meetings. Let's go to the Syracuse Crunch. Also no player meetings. Their locker room chemistry is at 70%. That's okay. Let's go to manage rosters and edit lines. Let's look at what our lines are looking like. Alright. Would you like to lines after injuries, trades, and other events? Yes. I can micromanage in between. Alright, so we got Andre Palat, Steven Stamkos, and Nikita Kucherov on the first line. Kuch is a huge scorer in real life NHL. He's one of the leaders for the Tampa Bay Lightning right now in scoring. Then you have Jonathan Drouin, who I somewhat mentioned earlier in his trade issues. I wonder if that's going to be a problem in this GM mode. He does have high elite potential. He's a third-line scoring forward. I'll slide you back over there. He's going to be with Tiny Tyler Johnson and Ryan Callahan. So, pretty stacked first two lines here. Ryan Callahan is a second-line forward. Tyler Johnson is a first-line forward, so that could be a problem. Kucherov is a second-line forward, but he's a right winger. Okay, that's okay. You got Alex Kalorin, who always looks angry for whatever reason. He never looks happy. I mean, I guess because he went undrafted, but he never looks happy with his life ever. Valtteri Filppula, the former Detroit Red Wing, is a second-line forward, so that could prove to be an issue if he doesn't get the ice time that he wants. Eric Condra, a depth forward, 81 overall, I guess. Cedric Paquette, he's a grinder, 22 years old, doesn't really have any potential, unfortunately. Fourth line forward. Then you got Brian Boyle as a power forward, and time again. Like I said, there's always some work that can be done to teams to make them the best that they can be. Let's look at the defense real quick. Victor Hedman and Anton Strawman looking good up there on the defensive line. Maybe he can put up some points for us. I mean, they're both 2A defenders. The only two defensemen we have is Braden Coburn and Andre Schuster. So, right now, let's look at the special teams. Tyler Johnson, Steven Stamkos, Nikita Kucherov, Victor Hedman, and Jason Garrison as our first line power play. Second line power play is going to be Andre Palat, Valtteri Filppula, Ryan Callahan, Anton Strawman, and the terrible Overrated Matt Carl. Let's go to the 4-man power play. Still with Stamkos, Johnson, Hedman, and Garrison. Okay, that's alright. Penalty kill, Tyler Johnson, Alex Killorn. What are your defensive stats, Alex? 83, 75, 80, and 85. I'm sure you may complain about ice time if I'm not careful. That's okay, we haven't even simulated anything yet. Another thing we can watch out for is the team strategies. Junior sports and pressure the puck. Okay. Weak side lock. Okay, we're gonna stick with the 2-3. Neutral zone trap. 1-4. We don't want him to get beat. Let's stick with the 1-3-1 right now. A little aggressive. Oh, a little aggressive on the forecheck. Conservative. No. Standard. Offensive pressure. Contain the puck. Let's go staggered. Defensive strategy. Diamond penalty kill and a shooting power play. We do have a lot of good shooting players on our team. And let's go to... there's a lot of games. 82 games in the NHL, I think. I am no expert at all, so you can ream me for whatever you want to about hockey. I enjoy getting feedback and some pointers from you guys. So go ahead and let me know if I'm messing anything up, if I can improve myself, improve this team, or just improve my hockey knowledge in general. I'd be extremely thankful for that. Alright, so we're going to sim through the first 2 games of the preseason. Just because our salary cap, just to see what our defensive strategies and whatnot is going to look like. Hold this team meeting real quick. Alright, first game. Alright. Make these games count. Stay true to yourself and press management. This could be a big year. Play for your jobs now. Let's go with the 4th one. Oh man. Oh, are you kidding me right now? Only Andre Palat, terrible Matt Carl, and Vladimir Nemestikov actually gained morale from that. Are you kidding me? Alright. Morale went down a little bit. That's okay. So we are going to simulate 1-2. And against Toronto, 3-1. Nice job. Good win coming right out the gate. We're going to keep an eye on all the stats. Don't worry. We're going to do everything we can. Let's go. Okay, they're right there. Let's go over actually to the OHL. Goalies for 6 weeks. And against Montreal. An overtime win, 3-2. Okay, so we're putting up 3 goals a game so far. That's not bad. We're 2-0. Alright. We can advance the day. And advance the day again. Alright, Matt Carl was injured. That is something I noticed in watching other YouTubers with their GM modes, is that there's a huge injury bug. I mean, players would just get injured non-stop. So with this whole injury fluke, we're going to look at how everything is panned out in the preseason, where it goes with injuries, if we'll actually keep that on or not. So let's sim past Ottawa. I mean, again, we're putting up 3 goals a game, which is actually pretty good. 2-0 win against Detroit and 3-1 against Ottawa. I mean, we're looking good. Yep, there it is. Injuries again. Injuries again. Okay, see, look. Everybody's getting injured in the first 5 games of the preseason. Andre Palat, Alex Killorn, Matt Carl, already. Boom, 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 boom. I really don't want to take any shots with, like, simming the last 2 games of the preseason when we lose somebody big, you know? We're gonna do it anyway. Against Buffalo. Ooh, we lose 3-1 against Buffalo. Wow. And we take a W 3-1 against Florida. Alright. Team salary cap must be met. See, more injuries. We're actually just gonna go down here to league settings real quick and turn injuries off. I wish there was a way you could just dim down the injuries instead of having to actually just turn them off completely. Alright, so we are back. We're gonna simulate up to the next game. Waivers will be in effect. Okay. Starting October 6th. Alright. We are going to the morale page to see what everybody has to say. It is Nikita Nesterov. I feel like the locker room is a dysfunctional family. We may need a shakeup. Well, Mr. Nesterov, you are a 79-year-old overall offensive defenseman. You have great chemistry. Okay. The second choice always seems to be okay, unless you have a player that's for whatever reason off, and he hates being told that he's doing a good job. So we're just going to keep him neutral right now, and that's okay. So we're going to hold another team meeting before the first game. And the regular season starts tonight, boys. Just 1 of 82. Let's focus on our game and the results will come. If you start dogging out there tonight, we'll be all in for no. If you want all to get out there and bring your A game out of the gates, let's start tonight. We've trained all off season for this, and I know we can win. Focus on the system and get the job done. You know what? It is just the first game. Just focus on 1 game at a time. We can't get ahead of ourselves. That's how you start making mistakes. Alright, see how this works. Oh man, what is up with everybody's morale now? You're killing me, Smalls. Alright. No player meetings there. That's okay. Not Rochester Americans. Syracuse Crunch. What am I saying? Hockey analyst, blah, 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 blah. Let's go back and let's look at our come on, I pressed X. Looking at our lines one more time. I know we had those few injuries. Is that Carter Ashton? What is he doing up here? Eric Condra? What happened to Ding Dong? Matt Carl. He's a defenseman. I mean, oh, what the heck? Richard Brown. Maybe he got passed up on waivers. That's possible. He looks like he's going to be a terrible player, too. Right wing. We have anybody that can come up? JT Brown. You know what? Minus going forward. We are going to call JT Brown up. That's what we're going to do real quick. Go to the system. JT Brown. Select. Okay. I'm going to select you. We're going to the NHL. And we are going to send down Carter Ashton. There we go. Finish that. Artificial information. Blah blah blah. No waivers. Alright, Carter Ashton's on waivers. It won't bother me if he's gone. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to adjust some lines real quick. Alright, so after doing some adjusting, there actually wasn't that much to do. JT Brown is going to be down here on the 4th line of right wing, alongside Brian Boyle and Ty McGinn. We're going to see if he grows a little bit. Maybe his potential will rise. His wrist shot, stick checking, and offensive awareness has been rising in the AHL with the Syracuse Crunch. He's currently an NHL player in real life. He's actually doing pretty well for these Tampa Bay Lightning. So, let's bring it in to the first game of the season, and of course we're gonna have some player meetings due to the call-ups. Player morale is gonna be JT Brown. Thanks for the opportunity to prove my worth in the NHL. I'm glad you're excited. I can feel you can contribute a lot to the team. Ian has no effect. That's okay. That is okay. Alright. So with the team that we have, we're going to simulate to the 11th. There was no player meeting. Shootout win. Weaker draft class. That's okay. Okay. We start with the trades already. Defenseman for 2 centers, and I'm okay right now. Didn't really look at what we have on the trading block. Holy crap. Alright, shootout win and a regulation win 6-1. Wow. So we're looking good. Jumping up to 77% chemistry. That's definitely something I'm keeping an eye on, like I said before. Just because that is a huge deal in this game. So let's go another week. We got Boston, Detroit, and Buffalo, all Eastern Conference opponents. And of course the Dallas Stars. Oh, a 4-1 loss against Boston. We get a point and a loss. And okay, and against Buffalo again. Now we lose. Okay. We get 1 point out of 4 games. We started off the season strong, and now we're 3-3. Alright, so it appears that we didn't have a problem scoring goals for the first 3 games of the season, but all of a sudden 2 goals, 0 goals, 0 goals. Something's not right here. Oops, no, I didn't mean to do that. 2 player meetings. What's going on, boys? Tyler Johnson. I have to admit, I've been underperforming lately. It's okay. I know you have it in you. You just need to stay focused going forwards. Let's go with that, Tyler. Negative. Oh, come on. Be happy, Tyler. You're not happy in your team picture there. I like to complain, but my ice time is okay. You're a 7th D man. There should be no reason why you're complaining. Okay. I'll consider making some changes. A positive effect. Alright, that's what I like to see. JT Brown's going up. That's good. Alright. Let's go back to the calendar. And we're going to simulate up to Winnipeg and see how we do against Nashville. And see if we can score any goals or not. 6-5. Man, we are really inconsistent with our goal scoring. Lots of goals, no goals. Lots of goals, no goals. I want to make sure I get. Come on. I want to make sure I get some of these changes done early on in the season, so we don't have problems later on near the All-Star break or the trade deadline. That wouldn't be too good to start changing and screwing with locker room chemistry or team strategies or any of the above. So against Winnipeg, okay, Richard for Tanguay for Stevens. I really don't need a left winger. I don't think. Alex Tanguay must be not doing so well. 35 years old. No, second line for it now. No. We don't need any of that. Thanks, but no thanks, Colorado. 5-2 win against Winnipeg, and against Chicago, 5-1 loss. Wow. Alright. Jaromir Jagr, no, he's doing fine in real life, but in the game, I just feel like he'd be old and brittle. Alright, looking ahead to November. That's what the schedule looks like with Carolina, Detroit, Buffalo, Minnesota. Got quite a few games against Buffalo. Alright. So, we're going to get through this last 3 games against St. Louis, Colorado, and Boston. Hopefully we can squeak out maybe 4 points, 5 points, hopefully. We have yet to lose in overtime. I'm pretty sure I just jinxed that. So, let's simulate what we have left, and we will go from there. Alright, past Colorado, 6-2 win against St. Louis, 5-2 win. Alright, now we're putting up lots of goals here. Very good. Very good. Okay. We're going to send up to Carolina and to Boston. This would be a big win early for us. And of course I can't see it. It's a loss. Alright, so we got 4 out of 6 possible points. We're 7-5. Boston was 6-2-2 to start the year. That's not bad. We're in 6th place. We're only 12 games in. That's okay. That is okay. 78% locker room chemistry. 69% for the Rochester. Why do I keep saying Rochester? For the Syracuse Crunch. I am so sorry. We're going to go look all over the place here. Come on. Look at the stats. We're going all skaters. Let's go to goaltenders. Benny. Ben played 10 of the 13 games. He's 5-4 with a almost 92% save percentage. No shutouts. Oh yeah, I don't even look at all that stuff. Wait a second. 568 penalty minutes. Oh. 568 minutes in the ice, 0 penalty minutes. What is wrong with me? Vasilevsky's not looking too shabby. He's allowed 9 goals in 3 games. I mean, you gotta play better if you're gonna be a 21-year-old low potential elite goaltender. You gotta step up your game there, Andre. So that's the biggest problem so far, is all of these different wackos scoring games. You just take a look one more time, starting at the beginning of the season. 4-3, 6-1, 4-1, 3-2, 2-0, 3-0. And then we go on the streak of 6 goals, 5 goals, and then 1 goal. And then 6 goals, 5 goals, and then 2 goals. And I don't understand how sometimes we can throw up a whole bunch of points and then put down almost nothing. So boys, we're 1 month in. We're gonna do the next month. We'll probably do December as well. Maybe even up to the All-Star break in the next video. Look at the trading block really fast. We had quite a few trade offers actually come in through the first month. Adam Ernie is on the trading block. He has decent potential. Stamkos, obviously. Let's go sorting. Medium franchise, high elite. If Jonathan Drouin does not give us any problems, we will be set. It's just whether or not they'll actually pan out to be the players that they're supposed to be. So, we've had a lot of other teams try to get some of our AHL guys from the crunch already, but that's okay. Just send the offers. We're not going to accept anything unless it's like really gold, and try to make this team a little bit better. I mean, 93, 92, and 90 looking pretty good so far. We just have to start being consistent because we're 7-5-0 to start the season, and we're about to enter the turkey month of the year. So let me know what you think, boys. Leave your comments, your likes, and your suggestions to me, and I will be more than happy to look at all of them, take them all into consideration, and make the Tampa Bay Lightning the most winning franchise in NHL history. So from the Blackfoot, we will see you in the next video.